transmitting live across the entire planet, even the North Pole.
Head out on the highway.
Live from the Zimmer Radio World Headquarters in the heart of the Midwest, this is the Gary Nolan Show. Now, here's your proud card-carrying member of the Libertarian Party, Gary Nolan.
Hey, welcome. Glad to have you with us. Glad to be with you. It is 7 minutes after the hour. I'm not sure the significance of all this, but Bruce Hopman is on the program. And apparently there is some kind of an event going on. If you're a middle child, you'll be interested in this. We'll find out the significance of it because he's on board with us now. And this event is going on here in Missouri. Bruce, welcome to the program. How are you this afternoon?
Well, heck, I am great because today is Middle Child's Day. And as the founder of the International Middle Child Union, this is like our Christmas in the middle of summer. This is a big, big day for us, the day that you have to, whether you want to or like it, you have to pay attention to us. Just this one day. That's all we ask.
Now, hello? Is there an event going? Is there anybody there? I don't hear. No, I'm just kidding. Is there? Did you say there's an event going on here in Missouri to recognize this?
There's an event going on in Missouri. There's events going on all across the country. I reached out to minor league baseball teams and independent professional league baseball teams all across the country because I went to a game and realized they do some crazy things at minor league ballparks. It probably wouldn't be so crazy. They give away like liposuction and caskets and weird stuff. I thought, how about being nice to a middle child on Middle Child's Day? So I contacted teams. 25 teams are celebrating are having Middle Child Appreciation Nights. And if you happen to be near O'Fallon, Missouri tonight, the River City Rascals will be having their version of Middle Child Appreciation Night. In fact, if you're a middle child, here's the big news about that. If you're a middle child, bring your siblings to the game, and the middle child will get in for free. How's that for a change? The middle child gets to be the hero instead of the goat.
Now, what makes you think that the middle child is always the goat?
Well, the middle child tends to be the forgotten member of the family. The middle child, and we could talk about, varying degrees of middle childness, but, if you're not the oldest or the youngest, you're kind of stuck in the middle there. The simple math of it, when you have kids, and you just have one, all your time could be devoted, all your attention can go to that child. Then you have other kids, then you have your last kid, and it's like, well, this is our last one, so we want to make sure that we cherish every moment and make sure that we make up for all the mistakes we made on all the ones in between. So the first and the last usually get most of the attention, and it's the ones in the middle, and I say the ones in the middle because there can be multiple middle children in a family. The ones in the middle are the ones that kind of tend to get less attention. So Middle Child's Day is here, and that's the day that we kind of make up for that. The other 364 days were on our own, but today's the day where you pay a little more attention to us.
But we don't really care about you. You're in the middle.
It's clear.
Who cares?
Exactly. Well, that's why I've got an uphill battle. Now, I started doing this last year. If I had done my job better, you might have known today was Middle Child's Day. So there's room for improvement. I have my work cut out for me. But if you go to the blog, if you go to smackdabblog.com, that's where you could find out everything you never wanted to know about being a middle child. You could also find ways to celebrate Middle Child's Day. We have free greeting cards up there. If you go into a Hallmark or go into a Walmart or Target and try to find the Middle Child's Day greeting cards, I asked one of the guys, excuse me, where is the Middle Child's Day greeting card aisle? And I was probably escorted out of the store. They think you're crazy. Well, go to smackdabblog.com. You could download free Middle Child's Day greeting cards, and they have nice, warm thoughts, things loving thoughts you'd want to share with a middle child. Like, sorry we couldn't be with you today to celebrate Middle Child's Day.
Yeah, see, I knew about it. I just didn't care.
Yeah, this is the problem that we're up against. But again, this is what happens when you get when the firstborns. Are you a firstborn?
No.
You're the baby?
Yeah.
Okay, when the firstborns are the baby, when the middle child makes any attempt to get a little of the limelight, to grab a little of the attention that the first and the lastborn have owned, they get very territorial. Things get very ugly. They start with, oh, don't pay attention to him. He's got middle child syndrome. It's used against us like a weapon, middle child syndrome. So I expect this, and here's all I'll say. If you have any issues with the amount of attention that you received being the baby of the family, and I'm trying not to laugh as I say that, if you have any issues with that, you should start your own union. I will not stand in your way. I think 3 powerful unions out there, we could work together. I think it'd be great. But not today, Gary. Today, it's Middle Child's Day. Don't be the Grinch that sold Middle Child's Day. Don't rain on my Middle Child's Day parade that they're not having. Okay?
How many other How many other siblings do you have that are in the middle in your family?
I am the purest form. I'm what I call the smack dab middle child.
Right, smack dab in the middle.
I have an older brother and a younger sister, and that's a bit of a problem also because my parents had their son. And that's great, and it's only human nature if you're having another child, maybe in the back of your mind, you're hoping, okay, we had a boy. It would be nice if we had a girl. Well, that's not what happened. They had me.
See, now let me just interject, because with my producer, it was a little different. His father wanted a boy, his mother wanted a girl, they had Brian, and then they were both happy. So I'm not sure.
I've not met Brian, but if he's a middle child, whatever, we welcome him into the union. Welcome him into the union.
All right.
But then my parents had their daughter. So as far as my interpretation of that was, well, I was like the repeat. They were clearly disappointed that they had a son, so they kept going until they had a girl, and then they stopped having children. So middle child syndrome can really play games with your head. So,
well, Bruce, why don't you look at it this way? Your parents didn't know the meaning of quit until your sister was born.
Okay, all right. We could look at it, but it's too late now. It's too late now.
It's
too far gone.
It's all over.
Too far gone.
So if you're in the middle, go to smackdab.com.
Smackdabblog.com.
Smackdabblog.com. All right, last thing. Last thing before I leave, Bruce, but don't interrupt me because you're a middle kid and we don't care about you. Just very last thing before we run out of time here. Are there certain not qualifications, but certain things that manifest in middle kids? Are they more or less likely to be successful in life or anything like that?
Well, there are studies that show that middle children tend to have jobs that aren't that don't pay as well as their older siblings. But on the other end of the spectrum, you have people like Bill Gates and Forbes are middle children. So, and Warren Buffett are middle children. So they seem to do well. I think they make a lot of money. So it's the study that I'm referring to is a career builders study that found that middle children are most likely to hold lower paying jobs. So there's information out there about that as well.
Well, I want you to know because I'm out of time. I'm inviting your younger sister and your older brother to come on the show next, and you're out of luck. Bruce,
they get all the time they want.
Bruce, congratulations on your day.
Hey, Gary, thank you very much, and I invite you to become a card-carrying member of the Middle Child Union. I will send you your own membership card.
Okay. Thanks, Bruce.
Take it easy.
Middle Child Day. Oh, Lord. Liberty Rights Slow News Day. No, I thought it would be a little fun. We get to have a little fun. Hear it again. And Bruce was a great sport, came on and talked about it.